Hey friend, welcome back to Everyday Energy. Today we are going to be entirely on the floor. We're going to be on our backs, on our fronts, on our backs like a cutie little pancake. We're going to be stretching out. I want you to imagine the front line of your body and the back line of your body. We're going to stretch them both, and by the time this is done, you're going to feel 2.5 inches taller. How does that sound? Let's go. Let's get comfy. Meet me down on the floor, and if you'd like to pad up, maybe a little padding under your low back, maybe a little pillow. You might not want it the whole time, but get it now. Get comfy, yeah? We're gonna start with our feet planted, legs bent to about 90 degrees, and we're gonna drop the knees one way and then the other. Give yourself a little wiggle in the low back here, a little massage across the back pockets. Are you still breathing? Can you let your collarbones melt? Can you let your fingers and toes soften? And the space between your eyebrows? Good. Let's start with just a few floor bridges. Kind of casual. It's still worth doing, even if we're only kind of half-assing it. Plant your feet. Let's squeeze the glutes, lifting up towards our plank and softening glutes to lower. Easy peasy, squeezing, lifting up and lower. Sometimes I find on a day when I'm particularly crunchy, particularly slouchy and stiff, just a few floor bridges can really unlock stuff. The idea of like waking up or activating your muscles isn't totally legit. Like, if you're moving, your muscles are working. But I will say getting in touch with your glutes a little bit, being like, oh yeah, this is what that feels like, that can be really helpful for just better movement throughout the day. Stronger posture, less discomfort, all that good stuff, all that stuff we want. Deep exhale as you lift up, inhale as you recover. And after your last one, let's bring back pockets down to the ground one more time and wiggle out those knees. Let the back pockets peel off the floor one at a time, bringing that twist back to the low spine. Good, and now I am gonna recommend some padding here. I'm just gonna fold up my mat a couple times. Again, it can be casual, it doesn't have to be fancy. If you're wearing a sweatshirt, take it off, put it under your back pockets, yeah? I'm gonna bring my knees in towards my chest so I can fully scoop my tailbone underneath me. This might need some jury rigging, especially if you've got more of a belly than I do, or boobs. Use your hands, move your body out of the way so you can come to this curled up position. Knees can be wide, knees can be farther away from you, but that tailbone is scooped underneath. We've got this little concave spine, all right? We're gonna hold on to one leg. I'm gonna hold on to my left, and I'm gonna let my right leg drop away from me, draping towards the ground. Try to keep those back pockets even. Try not to let one peel away. Try to let gravity work on that right leg as you maintain this concave spine, this little bit of a cat spine. Let that right hip relax, dropping the right leg away from you, letting the hip soften, letting gravity do its job here. Drawing the left knee closer in towards you, or maybe you hold on behind the thigh. Keeping that tuck in the tail, that curl in the spine, letting the weight of the right leg help it drop away from you. One more deep breath here and let that go. Bring it all back in. Let's rock across the back pockets. If you like, you can take this move with your hips elevated on a yoga block or a bolster or a foam roller even, or hanging off the edge of a bed, but we're just gonna go gentle today. Let's grab onto the right leg and let the left leg drop away, keeping the tail tucked, curling the spine up, letting the weight of the left leg guide it down. Maybe it doesn't touch the floor, maybe it bends more. If you keep that tail tucked, you're gonna feel the tension as the hip works to not release, right? Which is good. We want that hip to hold on for us, but we also Want to be able to disengage, let it go, let it stretch out. You could also curl your head up off the ground here if you like. But mostly, let's just hold on and breathe. Good. If there's any tension creeping into your shoulders and your hands, let it go. Maybe you unknit your eyebrows. Maybe you drop your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Maybe you find a gentle little rock side to side. Stir the pot with that leg you're holding on to. Let's be here for 3, 2, 1, and bring the left leg back into rest. I'm gonna undo the padding under my low back. I'm gonna pick up my hips to do that, but if you wanna roll off to the side and sit up, we're gonna flip over onto our fronts for some tummy time. Adults need tummy time too. Ooh, make your way over if you'd like to pad up your hips or your chest or anything you want. Pause me, grab a sip of coffee, whatever you need. Let's bring it all the way over. I'm gonna plant my hands wider than my mat, so out beyond your shoulders like you're doing the Y in YMCA. Spreading out my fingers, grab the ground. I'm gonna peel away from the floor and bring it up. Now you might choose to go down to elbows here, or you can bring the hands closer in. You can keep the elbows as bent as you like. They're just our little props here, our little stilts, pushing us up and away. Find a place where you can hang out comfortably. Now I want you to soften your glutes, soften your feet, soften your face, soften your collarbones. Think about that friendship bracelet of your spine stretching up to the ceiling. The elastic inside that friendship bracelet moves up as all the beads move down your spine. Low back is heavy, glutes are soft and squishy. Let it go, soften your shoulders, peeling up, 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 and bring it down, peeling back down to the ground. We're gonna flow through that now, pushing up and away. Just a moment, reaching up at the top and letting it go. Here we go, pulling up and away. Reaching your crown up towards the sky and lowering. And one more time, up, up and away. And bring it back down. Find a place where you can comfortably rest. You might stack up your hands or your fists under your forehead. And I want you to think about your legs dangling as if you were in like a baby swing with holes for your legs. You know what I mean? Supported from the top, legs soft underneath us. I'm going to bring my right heel to my right glute, and I'm gonna let it go. Check and see if your glute started squeezing for you. Can you let your back pockets drop a little bit? Can you keep your glutes soft? Let's bring right heel into right cheek and let it go. Did you feel it more in your hamstring that time, the back of your thigh? Right, here we go, other side. Left heel in towards left glute and let it go. Now, did you feel your glutes tense? Let's try it one more time. Heavy back pockets, dangly legs. Heel to back pocket and down. Good, back to the right. Heel to back pocket and let it go. Maybe you felt more glute than hamstring that time. Maybe you take a double. Let's make them all doubles so we get a little redo. It's not often in life, let's go on the left side. It's not often in life that we get an automatic redo right away, but we can have that for a little hamstring curls. Drop your back pockets, bring it in. Good, right side again, heel to glute. Squeeze, drop it down, let it go, disengage your low back, disengage your glutes. Curl it in again, feel that hamstring working. Nice, other side, heel to glute. Squeeze, let it go. Release your low back, soften your glutes, bring it in again. Good, right side again. Or maybe you're doing it perfectly the first time, maybe you don't need that redo. But then what's worst case scenario? You get 2 good reps. I'm fine with that, I hope you are too. Left side, bring it in, squeeze. And lower, disengage low back, soften the glutes, bring it in. Good, one more time each way. And I'll go for my double on the left. And again. And let it go. Wiggle it out. Give me a little wag of the tail. Let the meat move, yeah. We're gonna flip back over onto our backs. Take your time getting there. I'll meet you there. We're gonna start on that right leg again. Ooh, left foot can be planted or you can extend it out. I'm gonna grab on behind my right knee, but you could also grab lower on the thigh. Just give yourself a little bit of support. We're gonna bend our right knee back towards our body. That can be towards your heart. That can be out towards your armpit, whatever you like. And then we're going to extend the right heel up towards the sky. This is always when I find out how much hair I have on my sock. Very fun. Let's bend that right knee in. And push through the heel, extend it towards the sky. Now, as you work this way, bending in, exhale, stretching out, you might be able to find a little more depth, a little more ease in your hamstring, in your sciatic nerve, in everything. So if you'd like, bending it in, stretching it out, maybe you choose to grab on behind your calf or your ankle or your foot, totally not necessary. This is not a flexibility contest. Very rarely as an adult in your life will you have a flexibility contest. So just be with yourself right now. See if you can get a little more comfortable at the edge of your comfort zone as we work into this, okay? Just give yourself the time. Good. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. One last time. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. Let's hold extended. Maybe you gently pull this back towards your face, softening the glutes, softening the hamstring, reaching, and let it go. Stretch it all the way out. Wiggle out your foot. If you'd like to compare notes, maybe stretch out the left side. Feel the difference. Let's do it. I'm going to plant the right foot, or you can have your right foot how you had your left one to support. I'm going to hold on behind the left knee. Let's bend the knee back towards the body and let's stretch the heel into the sky. Let's de-hair the sock while we're at it. Bend the knee back. And stretch. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. You don't need to bend as far as you can. You don't need to stretch as far as you can. We're so resistant to just operating in this middle zone, this medium, mediocre, giving our C+ effort zone. But when we don't embrace giving our C+ effort, we don't usually give our A+ effort. We usually give none. We usually do nothing. So see what would happen if you did just a little bit of, as my friend Christy Larson says, your medium best. What does a little bit of your medium best look like today? Excellent, my friends. Just a few more here. Let's bend it in. Let's exhale, stretch it out. Let's bend it in. Let's stretch it out. One last time, I'm bending it in. I am officially stretching it out. And we'll hold here just for a moment. Maybe complete stillness is challenging enough. Maybe you would like to gently draw the leg back towards your face, back towards your heart. Maybe you're able to soften your glutes, soften your hamstring. Reaching out through the foot. One big beam of light shooting through your heel. We're here for 3, 2, 1, and let it go all the way down to the floor. Wiggle it out. Maybe you stretch out the other leg, wiggle it out as well. Maybe you walk the feet in. In fact, I hope you do, because we're gonna squiggle onto our sides. Just a minute in fetal position. If you'd like to go right into a nap here, you're more than welcome to. Don't you feel a little longer? And when you're ready, go ahead and give yourself a gentle push up to meet me at the top. Thanks so much for being here today. I hope you're feeling a little squishier, a little stretchier, and a little more ready to get on with your life. And I'll see you tomorrow.